Welcome back to Crit Couch. I'm Michael.
And I'm Skylar.
And these are Cat Wizards. So you were asking, so as an extension of last episode, you were saying something about your buddy's beard that grew in by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Which I can understand that.
Yeah, and that's... Yeah, I bet you can. I remember he had problems with that too. And so it was one of those, like, yeah, he'd shave in the morning, and then by 4 in the afternoon, he'd have, you know, like more than a 5 o'clock shadow. He'd like have a beard again.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Was there like a question along with that, or was that just like a...
No, I was just sort of...
You know, it's really hard to apply makeup when you don't have opposable thumbs.
She did a good job.
It's the lips that get me. They're like...
That eyeliner's on fleek.
That is...
She is dead.
Yep.
Wow, I like the electrocution. It did 1 damage. I like the electrocution, like, animation. Wasn't that guy a boss a bit ago?
I mean, that happens in Final Fantasies. You end up with, like... man, I'll bet, like, I was on path to finding that treasure chest, and then, like, I took a turn somewhere. Because this is probably the most...
You think you got law? Oh.
This is probably the most maze-like of the dungeons.
Yeah. Well, it's okay, you're leveling up.
Yeah.
You get to fight weird floaty turkeys and cat wizards with their macaroon-uns.
Yep. Woven is made of rock now.
What's gonna happen if she gets turned into rock?
I press the retry button and just fight it over again. This is because this game does not care.
Final Fantasy 13 all over again. All right.
No, that one made you go back to the save point.
Oh, did it?
He is referring to... I think I already talked about this.
You did, yeah.
I did. I'm going to assume I talked about it.
And if not, you'll never know! There's... No, I just... What?
Blova just like...
It's like, do you have any Clearasil?
Clearasil?
Yeah, it's Clear Eye. Or, that's not Clearasil.
Clear Eye. Clearasil's for zits, dude.
Well, maybe he needs that too.
Maybe that giant eyeball has got some skin problems.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Clearasil. Whatever. Clear Eye.
Oh God, Ben Stein.
Yeah. What is he doing these days?
Oh, making people mad, I think. I saw some article the other day where he pissed some people off, so.
Oh?
Yeah, something political.
Oh God, Bill Stein doesn't suck.
Ben Stein?
What did I say?
Bill Stein?
Whatever.
It's like
I don't actually know his name.
It's like Ben Stein and Bill Nye, like, collided. Well, because, like, Ben Stein, like, Bill Nye is, like, super left science, and then Ben Stein is, like, super right guy. So, like, that would be the weirdest combination.
Oh, God.
It's the most boring science ever. And this is how a turbine turns.
Whoosh, whoosh,
Would
whoosh. Although Bill Nye's been getting aggressive.
Would you like to know about Newton's law? Force equals mass times acceleration. Shut the fuck up!
Have you seen some of, like, Bill Nye's recent stuff though? He's gotten, like, aggressive with his science.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, yep, there we go. No, I'm not giving up. I mean, he's pretty clearly gone down, like, the political route with it.
Oh yeah, definitely so. But it's one of those, I still like the tone, but the very much, like, what was it he said? Because it had something to do with, I think, the Last Week Tonight. I think he was on.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that was like, you know, it was all well and good when I was teaching you about photosynthesis when you were, like, you know, 9 and 10, but the world is on fucking fire.
I live in Texas. Everything's on fire.
It's pretty true.
All the time. Just nothing but fire.
It did get especially hot today, too.
Yeah.
Like, especially yesterday was very pleasant, actually. But I think we had a lot of, like, cloud coverage, and that's the weather with Skylar.
Yeah, we're now talking about the weather. Just that is like the most small talky shit.
Okay, to be fair, it is, and yet Like, this has been a weird summer. It really has.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of sideways rain.
Oh, God, yeah.
It's like, oh, God damn it.
Well, now you've screwed
Nope,
the pooch.
gotta go. Well, at least I cleared out this side. So one day, when I finally fucking went through this place. Yeah, I actually wonder what the stopping point for a lot of people is with this game. Because, like...
It's like, is this it?
Well, no, that's why I ask. Because, like, this level is... It's so directionless. Like, there are... And now, I will preface this with, I don't remember the very final level all that well of the game.
Well, that will just be a fun surprise for all of us.
But like the next area is way more straightforward than this. Like in the fire stages, I say that, and I'm probably going to be made to like eat my words at some point because there's probably something I'm forgetting. But like, there's just an inordinate amount of time in this area, and I want to say like. In the area in the next stage where you can't see things until you've picked up a special item, it's actually not as frustrating, partly because the area where it happens is like there's more restricted directions of travel. And so it makes it like super frustrating here because you spend so long wandering around and kind of getting nowhere a lot of times. And then there's just all of these enemies all over the place. But you also know that they're standing in... Well, in theory, you know they're standing in place. You might not. Like, you might assume that they decided to go to random battles at some point.
And I can see that. I mean, that was my first take. Hey, you're going to be at the same level as Phoebe soon.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the final dungeon for the area, and I think I mentioned it a couple episodes ago, but the general idea is that you come out of each area roughly at the level or a little bit ahead of your partner. And that's kind of how they've tuned out the balance thing, which is part of why I was getting so wrecked in that one failed episode. We tried once.
Yeah.
That was that reference a couple episodes back where I was trying to like avoid the grind just for the sake of like speed, and it turned out I kind of hit the
no mark.
I hit the upper limit on about what you can do. You mother
of Pearl.
No.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
Are you faster when you jump? Is this like Zelda?
Maybe. I mean, technically I think so because you are moving two at a time.
Huh.
Then you gotta listen to the sound. I mean, it's a fun sound like the first few times.
Yeah.
I've already been up here.
Well, it's so like you to just jump everywhere you go.
That is
every
true.
game.
So Skylar and I, we played WoW together a lot.
Every game you've done this.
Yeah, but that was the first time he's ever actually ever saw it, and that was the important part to this because that's where he really like discovered how jumpy I am in games, and I love jumping all over the place in most games. And like if you give me the option to try and jump to some place, I will try and jump like as in the weirdest extreme direction possible. Like what was it in Oblivion? Was it you that was telling somebody that story one time about like maybe it was somebody else?
I didn't play a lot of Oblivion.
That was the one where like you got the I think you were telling oh my god.
Morrowind, where you get the spell of jump or whatever?
No.
Oh.
This was Oblivion because you get those like boots of Spring-Heeled Jack or whatever.
So I have no idea. That was not me.
I could have sworn you were the one that told this because you're like one of the only people that would know that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Basically, I got to a point where like you're supposed to like you get these boots that make you able to like jump really high, and rather than carry on with the quest, I just kept going so that I could like have 150 jump stat instead of 100, and then I like found Yep, this is the item.
You finally found it? The
It's
magic mirror.
I went left instead of right on the first floor.
I mean, you needed to just follow the gelato sign. Hey!
But basically, like, I have screenshots somewhere of where I jumped my way up to, like, the top of some, like, literally at these top of these thin chimneys. I don't even remember the town. It's been so long since I played Oblivion, but, like, it was full of 3-story buildings, and I just jumped my way up every ledge. But in WoW, I would just jump off of things to see if I could survive the fall.
You can't carry any more explosives. Well, that was worthwhile.
Yep.
The, well, I was gonna say, that's what bore the, like, oh, serious moment, because anytime there was a cutscene where, like, people are talking, if you still had autonomy of your character, you would just still be wiggling the fuck around during the
I
cutscene.
think the first time you saw that was Fable 3.
Yes, it was.
It was at the very beginning of the game where, like, I'm supposed to be making some serious decision, which, of course, is undercut by the fact that you can just rip a fart as part of the game.
Yeah.
Like, because you could choose to be, like, the petulant prince or princess, whatever. But they're having this, like, big conversation about whatever's going on, and I'm just, like, spinning in circles like an asshole. But, I mean, I guess to be fair, that kind of fits with Peter Molyneux's whole thing, because, like...
Peter Many Lies.
Oh, God. You know, for, I guess, the idea that, like, you're having these kind of serious moral choices, I guess, like...
Kill your sister or kill the bad guy, yeah. Big
Well,
ol'...
they're really extreme, you know? Like, oh, yeah, I am making this decision that affects the growth of my people and my country, and oh, but you know, I can just fart.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's hilarious. Like, I will not begrudge a good fart joke. Don't get me wrong. Like, literally every culture in the world likes fart jokes. Like, we have found old fart jokes in, like, graffiti and shit. I mean, there are some things that are basically like, oh yeah, the human monkey has not really gotten much further than this.
Some things are eternal, like farts.
Like farts. I mean, everybody does it.
Yeah.
And it sounds funny.
Especially when you get the squealy ones. They're like...
But they're the ones that just sound like uncharacteristically like low. Just like, or like sudden or shotgunny, just like...
Just a... Yeah.
Just anytime it's like not a normal sound.
I have a bit I'm working on, and part of it starts with, have you ever been sitting in a public restroom and then somebody sits into the stall next to you and you immediately know that you're having a better day than them? Because I feel that on a very like just a very spiritual level. There's definitely just moments where you're like, wow, it's not going to turn out well for you, I think.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of toilet paper, and I got to tell you, this toilet paper not holding up.
Yeah, there's always something about the sad groans of defeat. Okay.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, that's...
Do we just need a cut here, and then maybe we could try and find it before we jump into the next one?
There's literally a stairway I'm missing somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I can wander around and find it in between. We still have about a minute, though.
No.
Okay. Well, I guess Skylar's spoken.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be indignant about it.
Nope.
And now we're going to bunny hop around.
Yeah.
Was this the door?
No. No, there's a switch I need to find. And let's see. Actually, I might be in the right spot.
I just really like...
Yeah.
These guys they look like Oogie Boogie from The Night Before Christmas.
They do.
And then you get to this monstrosity and...
My bugs. Oh. Yeah, that's kind of the voice I've been giving him the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to, like, why are his eyes just giant suction cups? Like, you see that? Like, they're not eyeballs. They're like...
Oh, I saw more like dead fish eyes.
I guess. I don't know, like these.
That looks straight up like a Pokemon.
It does, but like the basic bitch Pokemon that like you start with and don't really like. It's like the ones you catch, like like a Pidgey or some shit, where you're like, I don't want this. Why are there a million of you? Sorry if you like Pidgeys, but that's
somebody's favorite Pokemon.
They're just birds.
Yeah.
Next time on Crit Couch, I'll address people being mad at me about not liking Pidgey.
How fucking dare you?
They evolve into Pidgeotto.
Yeah. Have you seen his majestic
plumage?
Curls?
Pearls?
Curls.
Curls.
Because
okay.
he has like, doesn't he have like curly plumage or something?
I don't know.
I don't remember, man.